The next P5X update is looking way more important than I originally expected for global players, and we have new characters, new content, and potentially some major changes to how we're building our accounts. But the biggest question is, what should you actually be preparing for right now, and what all was shown? Well, my name is Bladecifer, and inside today's video, guys, you're going to see everything that was shown in the most recent update for the stream 4.7 and 4.8. If you guys do enjoy videos like this, let me know down below in the comment section, and let's jump straight to it. Stepping right into things, we have version 4.7. Now, version 4.7 was recently announced in the stream today, and alongside of it, we also got announced the next main story chapter, which is going to be chapter 4 phase 2. Now, chapter 4 itself has 4 phases in total, so we're mainly just getting into the middle point of the whole story. But inside of this here, we're talking more or less to Shimatsuna's new assistant, which is Daichi Osaka. Now, Daichi Osaka is going to be a big part of this whole story. You guys are going to want to go ahead and talk to him quite a lot. And we even were shown some of the boss fight inside of the live stream itself, which means he is going to be the final person to go against for this chapter. So after we end up completing this, you're not only going to uncover what really happens in the chapter itself, as well as a little bit more about RERUN, but you're going to know a little bit more about this character and understand what has really been happening around the curtains. But with that out of the way, it also ended up introducing the main story chapter 4 phase 2 release celebration event, and this one is going to have a couple things that you want to complete. Overall, for the main rewards, you're getting yourself 1,200 gems, 800 of the actual joy medals, and a trumpeter persona itself, which are going to have various different prizes you need to redeem. By going ahead and doing either main story, metaverse explorations, vision of ruin, or even city adventures, you then are going to get yourself joy medals, Kagura bells, and training materials, as well as guard dog collars. What the guard dog collars are going to be allowed to be used for is to exchange out the trumpeter's persona as well as other different rewards. So if you need different rewards and things to help out your account, this is going to be the best time to actually get it all settled. This was just the beginning of the stream itself, and it was something nice for them to come out and actually show more as an overview. But unfortunately, we're not going to be getting phase 3 for a little bit of time, seeing that the next phase did not have anything whatsoever, and it was mainly just showcasing a new character. But with that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and talk about the next part, which is going to be Barry. Barry herself was now finally shown on the global side of things, where they ended up going ahead and going over the character. Barry is a single target DPS who is also a cursed DPS, the first of her kind here, and she works off of DOT. Now, DOT for her is a little bit different. Her DOT can actually crit, which is fairly interesting as well. And the character herself ended up getting a decent bit of buffs. But how she ends up working, if you guys want to find out more about that, check out some things on my channel. There's also a short that really goes over what she can do as well. She's a very powerful single target DPS that lasts for quite some time, but really what makes her different is the critical DOT standpoints. But going into what exactly they have to offer for her, we got to not only see how she does look here, which you can see in front of the screen, but some of the differences from the Chinese and Asia versions. One of the differences, which was a buff, was her difference into the skill 2. Obsessive Rose now, instead of increasing the attack of itself being 92.9%, it is now buffed up to a 106.9%, which is a decent increase. For the skill 3, My Beloved Prince, this one, instead of just increasing the attack by a little bit, which originally was curse damage equal to one foe, 221.6%, as well as curse damage equal to, just in general for bonus damage, is 103.3%, it now went to 254.8% and 118.7%. This was actually a pretty decent jump for a skill 3, which is one of her most powerful moves, so I think that was pretty darn cool to actually see. But that wasn't the only buffs that ended up happening. She ended up getting one not only just to her A0, but also to her weapon being called My Destiny. The A0, Mine Alone, increases the target's damage taken for each love stick stack. Originally, it was damage taken by 2.5%, now it is by 4%. As for the weapon itself being My Destiny, the crit damage increase, instead of it being now 16.4%, it actually got doubled and it is now 32.8%, which was a nice thing to go ahead and do for this character. She slowly was falling off in certain ways on the TW, KR, and CN defense, so now that they ended up buffing her, she might be a lot better and a lot stronger for you guys who are keeping her at the A0 standpoint. I'll have a build guide coming out for her very soon, so look forward to that as well. But we're gonna go ahead and get over to the other features that were talked about inside of the video. Before we continue with the video as well, I have to thank our sponsors today, which is going to be Lootbar. Lootbar. Lootbar.com is a top-up website that is trusted, secure, and immensely cheaper than most in-game stores, which many of you may have heard inside of multiple gacha communities. Not only are they amazing at what they do, but they're also pretty darn quick, and if you really want to save up to like 20% off on most of your game's currency or in-game items, this might be the place you want to go. Now, I normally use this for most of my games, or my main ones being 7DS Origins and P5X, and the way they usually do this is by using the official top-up channels, unlike unauthorized sellers do. Everything is pretty much a nice way to get you something cheaper here, while also getting you a little bit extra for your buck. That's always something I like to do, and as a person who is a little bit of a cheapskate, I will do everything I need to do in order to get my packs for the cheapest price I can. They're pretty effective and quick, so if you want to save some extra bucks while enjoying your game, this may be the way to go. I practically use them all the time, and if you'd like to go ahead and do so as well, you can make an account or continue on your current account, and I'll have my link down below. So if any of you guys are really interested, be sure to click that link down below, and you should get some discounts just like mine's above here. But for now, we're going to go ahead and get back to the rest of the video. If you decided to support, thank you once again, and let's go ahead and get back to the video. Some other things that were talked out through the stream itself was the most wanted Phantom Idol contract, which is coming out in 4.7. 4.7 is going to have a rerun for Goro Akechi or Crow here, and this is going to be coming back during August 20. This is also going to bring his 5-star weapon, and whenever we do get the extra coins exchange, which is going to be happening at a wide shop, whenever we get that, since he has been re-ran, his weapon should be inside that shop for 20 coins. So if you don't feel like pulling for his weapon now, you could very well get his weapon for free once a Y does get introduced after September. So do look forward to that as well. He's going to be a cool character to go ahead and get, though Potential Man is Potential Man at the end of the day. Then we have the next thing that's getting introduced, which is the new Joy Metal Exchange Shop coming with the newest dagger. The newest dagger is called the Cursed Ties, and this is going to be exclusive for any type of curse related opponent, or at least curse related content. Wonder is going to use this quite often. Its signature is going to be used with Barry and is a heavy good curse weapon to go ahead and utilize. You also can use it with Joker if you want to, so do keep that in mind. You also have the introduction of the Repression Metal 4 exchange setup here, which is obviously going to be for the newest persona, being Vasuki. And Vasuki is going to be very helpful, seeing that they can go ahead and help you out with some of the debuffs that are going to be needed for Barry for some of that defense down. So it's always going to be a good persona to exchange on out. The next thing that we're looking at in version 4.7 is the login bonus, which we do have a 7 days event that's going to be happening as well. Pretty darn interesting to see. But moving us on over to the 4.8 side of things, we then got to see Katayama. Now, Katayama, known as Blitz inside of this form here, will be releasing in 4.8. Unfortunately, we did not see anything relying to like percentages or anything like that. So it seems like they're going to be doing this for the second characters that are always introduced, where they're always going to have some sneak buffs or something of that nature. It is kind of unfortunate because I did want to see more about the character themselves, but Katayama is going to be coming to the game, which is always great. We also got introduced in the 4.8 side of things, Musubi, who is technically Yui, and this is going to be interesting because now Wonder is going to be meeting her in real life, and they're going to now be able to have a synergy together. Now, this one is a very interesting topic here. Hopefully they ended up translating everything correctly, because there was some translation areas that made a lot of people feel uncomfortable about her character, but she is pretty darn cool and is going to be a cool little synergy to have as well for a lot of people. Always more gems, so we're not really going to get too mad about that. Afterwards, we do have some events. These events are going to be most likely coming out in the 4.7 area. This is Tour de Force Sports Fest. This one obviously is going to be a sports festival that is going to be available for Wonder himself, as well as the students for Kokatsu Academy. Once, of course, we do this, there's going to be a ton of different events you need to do in there that gives you tons of gems, tons of things that you can exchange out in the exchange shop, which is always great to see. Then inside of 4.7, we have Runa, or at least Howler being added to the standard banner. It's about time that we get something like this. We only have one more standard character that is going to be coming on out, so obviously that's going to be a good addition for a lot of people, and at least it's going to be finally the end to our standard characters once Turbo makes her way to the standard pool. And then lastly, the one thing I wanted to go over was the official live stream gift info. We're getting 600 metajoules for the official live stream for 4.7 and another 600 for 4.8. So if you're looking forward to some of those metajoules, that will always be a great old thing. But now we have all of this on done. You guys let me know what you think about it down below in the comments section. This update was pretty short, sweet, looks pretty darn nice. I think a lot of you guys are going to enjoy the story itself here. Though my final verdict for this update is the update actually good? And after everything has been released, I wouldn't say I'm not too disappointed at all. We have story related content, we have 2 new characters coming out, an event that actually is pretty darn nice to do. So in all honesty, I think it's pretty darn good. But let me know down below how y'all feel about this, and tell me, where do you think P5X is heading next? Till then, everybody, thank you for watching, and peace on out.